Welcome to our channel Storm Rider. The 2025 Bajaj Maxima 100-seater is not just a vehicle, it's a statement. Designed for mass mobility in emerging economies, this beast redefines what we think of when we talk about people movers. It's bold, unapologetically utilitarian, and tailored for crowded cities and rural areas where moving large groups affordably and reliably is not a luxury, but a necessity. With this model, Bajaj pushes the boundaries of what a multi-seater transport vehicle can be, combining raw practicality with some surprisingly thoughtful design touches and an engine built to endure. Let's start with what makes the Maxima 100-seater instantly recognizable: its sheer size. At first glance, it looks like a cross between a commercial bus and a heavy-duty rickshaw, but look closer and you'll notice Bajaj's clear effort to make this more than just a big box on wheels. It's elongated, yes, but with aerodynamic edges softened for better airflow and minimal wind resistance. The front fascia is robust but simple, with halogen headlamps and optional LED daytime running lights, depending on the variant. Large sliding doors on either side, along with a rear emergency exit, ensure fast passenger movement in and out, critical for urban environments where time is money. Step inside, and you're greeted by rows upon rows of compact seating, 100 of them, to be exact. This isn't a luxury lounge, let's be clear, but it's far from the uncomfortable, steel bench-style seating you might expect. Bajaj has gone with high-density polyethylene seat bases paired with thin cushioning and vinyl upholstery to keep things practical, durable, and easy to clean. The seating arrangement is tight, but cleverly optimized with alternating configurations to make walking aisles possible. Overhead grab rails and ventilation ducts run the entire cabin length, while strategically placed fans provide airflow in areas that might otherwise get too stuffy. Under the hood, or rather, beneath the cabin floor, you'll find a surprisingly capable 600cc DTSI diesel engine. While it might seem modest for such a massive load, Bajaj has fine-tuned this engine for torque rather than outright speed. What you get is a powerplant that churns out around 35 horsepower but with a heavy low-end torque curve, making it ideal for hauling 100 passengers at low to medium speeds. The engine is mated to a 5-speed manual gearbox, with reinforced gear ratios to handle the vehicle's weight under full load. There's also a turbocharged CNG variant available for regions prioritizing clean fuel alternatives, which offers slightly less torque but improved mileage and lower emissions. When it comes to performance, the Maxima 100-seater is no speed demon, and that's not its goal. Top speed hovers around 60 km per hour, but it's the acceleration from standstill and the ability to maintain momentum on hilly terrain that stands out. Thanks to a reinforced chassis, upgraded leaf spring suspension at the rear, and telescopic front forks, the ride is surprisingly stable even when fully loaded. You'll definitely feel the bumps on uneven roads, but for a commercial transporter in this segment, the Maxima handles better than expected. The turning radius, kept tight by design, allows it to navigate crowded city streets and narrow rural roads with surprising ease. In terms of safety, Bajaj has gone a step further compared to previous Maxima models. The frame uses high-tensile steel with multiple crumple zones and reinforced cabin sections. There's a standard emergency brake override, dual-circuit braking system, and an anti-skid rear axle setup, though ABS is still optional in certain markets. Bajaj also includes a rear-view camera and proximity sensors in higher variants to assist with parking and reversing in tight spaces. Fire extinguishers and first aid kits are factory installed, standard safety tools for any high-capacity transport vehicle. One of the Maxima 100-seater's standout features is its modular interior design. Depending on local regulations and customer needs, the seating configuration can be adjusted. There are versions available with foldable middle-row seats, luggage racks, and even wheelchair access through a side ramp system. This level of adaptability makes it ideal not just for city transit, but also for school transport, industrial shuttle services, and even rural healthcare outreach programs. It's more than a bus, it's a customizable mobility platform. From a tech perspective, the dashboard is simple yet effective. Analog dials are paired with a digital fuel efficiency meter and gear shift indicator. There's also an optional GPS-based tracking system, which includes live route tracking and a centralized fleet management interface for operators. For drivers, an ergonomic seat with lumbar support, power steering, and strategically placed controls ensures fatigue is minimized during long hours on the road. The driver's cabin is slightly separated from the passenger area, giving the operator a degree of privacy and control. Fuel efficiency is where the Maxima 100-seater truly shines. Bajaj claims around 22 km/L for the diesel variant under real-world conditions and about 30 km per kilogram for the CNG version, which is exceptional for a vehicle of this capacity. With a fuel tank large enough to support over 400 km of driving range, the Maxima reduces downtime for refueling, translating directly into cost savings for operators. Maintenance is also relatively low thanks to the tried and tested engine, local part availability, and simplified mechanical systems designed for easy access and repair. One cannot talk about the Maxima 100-seater without addressing its price-to-value ratio. Bajaj has kept the pricing surprisingly competitive, with base models starting around 9.5 lakh Indian rupees and top variants with advanced safety and tech packages nearing 13 lakh Indian rupees. For a 100-seater vehicle, that's a bargain, especially considering its versatility and low operating cost. Financing options through commercial lending institutions make it accessible to small fleet operators, cooperative transport societies, and even local governments looking to boost public transport infrastructure. What truly makes this vehicle stand out, however, is the philosophy behind it. The Maxima 100-seater is not trying to be premium, it's trying to be essential. It's built for the streets of India, Bangladesh, Africa, and other developing nations where reliability, affordability, and capacity matter more than polish. It offers no-nonsense utility, long service life, and the ability to move people at scale without burning a hole in the operator's pocket. It's a rare combination of muscle and mindset, functional yet thoughtful, rugged yet refined in its own way. In conclusion, the 2025 Bajaj Maxima 100-seater is a marvel of pragmatic engineering. It doesn't chase trends or luxury, but it nails the fundamentals. If you're looking for an efficient, high-capacity people mover that offers long-term reliability, excellent fuel economy, and smart safety features at a price that makes business sense, then the Maxima is in a league of its own. Whether you're an operator running city routes or an NGO working in remote areas, this machine is purpose-built for the job. It's not just a vehicle, it's a lifeline on wheels.